is up, my fellow gamers? In today's video, we are going over some of the best PAL builds in Legend of Mushroom. We're also going over the new Easter egg event, and we got 2 brand new coupon codes to enter as well. Like and sub for more amazing gaming content. First thing I want to go really quick over before we jump into our codes is the Easter egg hunt. So every day we're gonna have a new hide and seek adventure that we kind of need to complete, and it's gonna give us this clue. It seems like there's some clue about the rabbit on the gotcha machine. Now, first glance, based on what it says, I was like, oh, so it means the gotcha system in the Easter egg hunt event. So I immediately went over to the treasure and I was like looking, and I'm like clicking on the bunny here, and I'm like, well, you know, what is it? It's a little bit confusing the way they have it worded. What you need to do is you got to go back to the main menu, go to the shop. It is the gotcha system for your skills and your pals. So what you're going to be doing is looking for that little Easter bunny icon right there. He's in the top left corner. We're going to go ahead, we're going to click that, and then we have completed the first task. Now, with new events comes new ways to go ahead and spend money. Now, what I'm going to do though is try and save you a little bit of money with our sponsor today, Aptoide. Let me tell you all about it. Aptoide is an Android app store that offers many benefits. The first one being cash back on your in-app purchases in all of your favorite mobile games, specifically Legend of Mushroom. You can get up to 20% cash back with your purchases, and if you go ahead and use my special promo code, you can get another 5% on top of that, for a complete total of 25% cash back on all of your purchases. If you've never heard of Aptoide before, or you don't know how to set up your AppCoins wallet, down below in the description box, I have a dedicated video where I walk you step by step on how to download Aptoide, set up your AppCoins wallet, and also enter my promo code to get that additional 5% back. So check out that video, link down below in the description box. All right, let's enter our new coupon codes that we got. We got 2 brand new ones. We're gonna head on over to our avatar, click it again. Our first code is gonna be BUNNY. That is gonna be bunny. Now, this one does not specifically have an expiration date, but the second code that we entered does have an expiration date, which I will mention. But first one we got right now is bunny, and this is for the Easter bunny event. So we'll click exchange, see if it works. Activation does not exist. So now if you get that, you just got to try it again. These codes are active. They do work. They were literally just posted in the Discord today. So we'll try this again like later at the end of the video, but bunny is going to be your first code. All right, and the next code we got is going to be H. Now, I don't know if that's an L or an I, the way they have it in the Discord. I guess it's HLWJTG. If it's not an L, then it's a capital I. But this code does have an expiration date, and this one says it's valid until March 31st. So keep that in mind whenever you are watching this video. Let's see if this one works. It might come up with the activation code does not work. So the codes ain't working right now, but just try them again. I'm going to try them again later on, and they definitely will work. All right, so let's go over these PAL builds, because I feel like some of these are good for certain like classes, right? There's certain ones that are really good for certain classes, and then for other classes, they're kind of like awful. I feel like when we did our skill builds, the skills are a little bit more forgiving depending on the class you're playing. You really can kind of take advantage of a lot of them not necessarily being based on your class, but the PALs I definitely think are a little bit more class based. So let's go over a few of the ones that I already have unlocked. So this one right here, our skill damage is going to be plus 60%. Now for a mage, the mage class pretty much focuses on skill damage. Skills are like the bread and butter for the mage, and the mage doesn't really do too well when it comes to like basic attacks. So as a mage class, this is like the best kind of pals you can get. Anyone that's going to increase your skill damage. It's good for any class, but you're going to see more benefits from the mage class because they kind of just favor skills more over someone like the archer. I am playing as the archer class, and I still have this as an active PAL because it's still pretty strong, but we also have some other ones as well for my archer that's going to be a little bit more beneficial to our basic attacking. So another one that we have right here is our crit damage bonus plus 20%. This is great for typically any class, but the archer class really shines with this because the archer mainly wants to focus on doing high crit damage and high crit rate. So those two in combination really play a huge part in just putting out lots of single target damage against those bosses. Another one we have is the Divine Deer, the damage res plus 12%. This is a little bit better for the tank. Next one we got is the Ice Cream Snail, which reduces the enemy movement speed by 35%. This can be good in certain PvE content when the enemies are coming towards you and you're trying to slow them down. Specifically, if we go really quick into our dungeons, I believe it is the Ruined Ancient City. When you team up with other live players, slowing down the enemies from getting to you can be very, very beneficial. So that's like a PAL that you could specifically use for that dungeon. Another one we got is the Warrior Panda, the HP regen plus 35%, really good for the tanks. The Toothpick Eggplant with the crit rate plus 10% is amazing for the archer. Owl right here, which is increasing our attack speed by 12%. I believe there is a stronger one that goes ahead and does it by a higher percentage, one of the legendaries or one of the higher rarity ones. But the attack speed, amazing for archers. If you are a mage, I'm gonna say stay away from that attack speed because it's really not gonna help you out. A lot of your mage specific special skills have nothing to do with like really increasing your attack, like your basic attack damage and stuff like that. It's not how the mage is built. The mage is built to do skill regen, so regenning your skill points, so that way you have that faster timer so you can use your skills a lot faster, a lot more often, and just putting out lots of skill damage. And then your archers, you're looking for the basic stuff. Combos as well, attack speed, you're getting that extra attack speed. We're getting our crit damage bonus. We're getting our basic attacks have a 50% chance to deal extra damage equal to 1% of their current HP. And then that other one, if we go ahead and once we get to our next evolution, if we take a look, I am going with this way. I am gonna be a Shadow Hunter next. We're gonna unlock this. After a crit hit, we're gonna boost our attack by 40%. So you see, you really want to focus mainly on that basic attack stuff and just putting out lots of little basic attacks so that way all of these passive skills, you get more benefits from them. Then there are some PALs that have this deploy effect where it just increases your PAL damage by a percentage. These are good for any class, no matter who you're playing. Just being able to have your PALs do extra damage is always a good thing. And then another example for the archer class, we have the Pirate Octopus. Increase our combo damage by a percentage. With every 3 combos deals an extra 200% damage. Archers focus a lot on combos. Something like the Electric Pup, increasing your counter damage. I believe the counter damage is specifically good for the tanks because the tanks like to take hits and then they do a lot of counter damage in return. So this would be a great one for the tank class. Treasure Dragon, absolutely amazing for the archer. We're getting increasing our basic attack crit damage by 50 and our skill crit rate by 20. This one right here, the Hydro Spirit, we got the active skill energy regen plus 25%. Top tier for mage classes, being able to go ahead and use your skill abilities a lot more. All right, let's go ahead and try and enter these codes again and see if they work. We're gonna go back to the redeem code. We're gonna type in bunny again, see if this works this time. We gave it a few minutes, maybe it'll work. And there we go, it worked. So as you see, if you wait, sometimes if you enter it and it doesn't work right away, just enter it again, 5-10 minutes later, and eventually these codes do work. Like I said, their code system is bugged. All right, and then the second code, I'm gonna put it as an L. I'm not sure if it's an I or an L, but we got HLWJTG. See if this works. And all right, so it is an L. We got the second code to work as well. So as you see, the codes do work. If they don't work on your first try, give them a couple minutes, wait, as we did in the video. Eventually, they will work. Stay happy, stay safe, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.